been filming this stuff for 3 years. And people are getting weaker and weaker, their immune system's going down. And the fraudulent activity of climate change and Ebola is fitting perfectly in place with exactly what I said, that they would cover this up. It's complete genocide on humanity. They're going to claim that a virus caused people's death. And I just don't understand why people can't look up. Look at this. This is signatures in the sky. Do you honestly think this is commercial traffic? You gotta be kidding. There's a new flight right there. I mean, when they spray like this in the evening, now they painted the sky early this morning. So all day they've been spraying.
This is a forced partnership between us and them. This is how we will be eternally owned by them. This is how they can push our biology from Homo sapien to Homo evolutus without our having a say in it. For now, engineered technology in all living things is a secret. But one day we may be charged with unlawful possession of something that has become a part of us that we cannot get rid of. The nature of biology is to adapt. As more unnatural elements enter our bodies, if we cannot reject them, we will find ways to accommodate them. You could call it Invasion of the Body Snatchers meets Sleeping with the Enemy. In fact, the original Body Snatchers movie contains some interesting lines. Your new bodies are taking you over, cell for cell, atom for atom, and you'll be born into an untroubled world. Don't fight it, Miles, it's no use. Their bodies were now hosts harboring an alien form of life, a cosmic form. Metabiology was a term coined by the famous Jonas Salk of the Salk polio vaccine. It describes a form of biological prospecting, exploiting genetics, using chemistry, physics, and radiation for commercial and other goals. The 1940s and 50s gave us the birth of radiation biology, the techniques of which were used to decipher the mysteries of heredity, genes, and immunity. Geneticists plumbed chemistry and physics, using X-rays and UV light to irradiate plants, fungi, and fruit flies to see how mutations altered amino acids and enzymes to form a new biochemistry. All this continues today. We are living, walking laboratories for powerful science in a society of increasing control. We are being altered. The future being spoken of is happening now. My question is, how will we transcend this? And I have one more clip for you.
Nanobots will infuse all the matter around us with information. Rocks, trees, everything will become these intelligent computers. So at that point, we can expand out into the rest of the universe. We will be sending basically nanotechnology infused with artificial intelligence. Swarms of those will go out into the universe and basically find other matter and energy that we can then harness to expand the overall intelligence of our human-machine civilization. So the universe will wake up, it will become intelligent, and that will multiply our intelligence trillions of trillions fold. We can't really fully contemplate. And that's really the main reason this is called a singularity. But regardless of what you call it, it will be the universe waking up. So does God exist? Well, I would say not yet.
By the time the Regan report reaches London, the British government knows that Jews are being slaughtered in vast numbers in Russia by SS units. But they simply could not believe that Jews were being deported from all over Europe to places in the East simply in order to be murdered. This was something that beggared the imagination. You had to stop being human to believe that such a thing was possible.
In a very, very bad state. Others were just totally bewildered, I would say. But nobody in their own imagination would have imagined they were going straight to die.
3.
Deliberate deception and secrecy was key to the SS killing machine.
Plume.
The Nazis couldn't afford panic or the threat of an uprising amongst the new arrivals. So beautifully landscaped gardens were planted to reassure the prisoners as they were led from the trains to the gas chambers. The crematoria themselves were hidden from the inmates within a wall of birch trees.
Many of them were sitting in the woods. There were lots of woods there. They were just sitting around, waiting to go into the gas chambers, because they had no idea. People didn't know. They thought they were told by loudspeakers they were going to have showers.
A large plume of smoke in the area behind Crematorium 5. To increase the extermination potential of Birkenau, some of the bodies from the gas chambers were burnt in open pits.
Corpses were stacked up at the back of the crematoria. We saw people lined up being actually shot and heard the shots, and saw people being thrown into the pits and burnt alive, some people.
October, my name came up for deportation to the east. We didn't know where. We were told you're going to be transported to the east where you're going to work for the German Reich. Probably in a factory, or we didn't know where, what. They didn't tell you you're going into a concentration camp.
Through other ways of managing the ionosphere, which the HARP was really designed to do, was to inject energy into the ionosphere, be able to actually control it. But that work has been completed. The Air Force...
these are the same people that don't have any problem funding, world wars. So I think their agenda of what needs to be done and what is right and proper for humanity is probably somewhat different than yours and my value set. But that I think we're really dealing with a very, very different mindset, and they love control. Plain and simple, they like control, and I think once you begin to control something that should be random or driven by the natural forces of the planet, it becomes very addictive. And if you can see your results in higher grain prices, so you can, because of a drought in Australia, if you can, bring in Arctic cold to Europe, and then you've previously bought, oil futures, or you're trading on the Chicago Board of Trade, heating degree days.